Hey guys, welcome back. So I have this 4900 monitor, which has a really nice screen on it. I don't think there's any screen burn on it. It's really clean. I know nothing about this. You can see somebody has wires taped together. They're spliced here. So we're going to put a couple ends on. Now the end that's on this isolation transformer, which I have under my bench, is not the correct end. So I'm going to put this end on because this is more of a common plug that I have than this style. So I want to see if I can get these pins out of here and just slide them right into this end. And then we'll have to put this end onto these two wires. Then we can power this up and see if we even have any high voltage or not. Like I said, I know absolutely zero about this. Some degauzing wires are spliced together as well and taped. There's a spliced ground wire right here. You know, obviously the chassis has been out because they had that cut. So let's see what we got here. And also a package came with some artwork I want to look at. Yeah, look at this, a Z80. What the heck is this doing in here? No idea. I'll put it with the other Z80s. I don't know if it's any good or not, but stick it in there. So I need to see if I have the right size tool here to pop this pins out of this plug. Okay. In theory, they should fit right back in maybe into this one. Might be too big. All right, they're too big. Actually, see something here. Yeah, this is I think this is 093 plug. Yep. Okay, so we need to take these off and crimp new ones on. All right, that fell on the floor, that's fine. Didn't want it to go in the chassis there and then you turn it on and arc something. Now that I'm putting this plug on here, I have a bunch of these, so what I'll do is make a couple different adapters. This is a fat plug on here. That makes it, barely. I don't know if my tool's big enough for this. I made it. Be nice if this monitor works. Because this casing for the wire is so big, I'm having to crimp it multiple times here. Okay. Obviously, this is kind of temporary for testing. Okay. Now, we could turn my switch on, see if we get anything. Save this plug. These tools are awesome. I think I got them on Amazon. All right, well, let's turn the power on and see if it does anything. I don't hear anything. No, I got static on the screen. Okay. Let me turn up the screen. Okay, so we're not getting a full screen, and we have like some weird wonky stuff going on here. I don't know what the deal is with that. Definitely very strange. That's the vertical size all the way. Looks like this has been capped. Well, that's all I can do is plug in this, get this hooked up, and we'll see what it does. But that should technically be full screen, and I don't know why it's not. Looks like somebody's messed with the yoke on this thing. I don't know what game this came out of. But we got wedges in, like half in here and stuff. Could it be because the yoke was moved? That wing nut on here wasn't even tight. We got some weird line coming up here and it's rolling over. All right, let me see if I can get this up and running. I got to figure out a power cord for this. I thought I had one, but I don't know. I think I do. Okay, guys, I quit recording because I've literally been working on this monitor for about 2.5 hours. I think I've got it to the best that I'm going to be able to get it to. So basically, what started out is when I first turned it on, you know, I didn't really look it over that well. I don't really know anything about this monitor. We have it on the tester here from Arcade Jason, but so I'm looking it over and it's just not working right. I'm like, what the hell is going on with this? Well, it turns out that the STR 381 transistor was not even on this monitor. Luckily, I have a bunch of these. So I put an insulator in there and I put that on there. And then the convergent rings were completely screwed, way out of whack. It was pushed all the way this way. I had to back it off a little bit, had to adjust the yoke a little bit. It's not perfect, but I mean, like the crosshatch screen, it doesn't look perfect, but the colors look good. Let me turn the lights off in here, and you know, we'll see what it looks like in the game. Before I put it in the game, we'll you know, we'll put it on the floor or something, and we'll adjust it and see what it looks like. So basically, this game looks like it said Airwolf, so it's got a little bit of Airwolf screen burn. But let me see if I can move this light a little bit without completely turning it off. And you know, you got to kind of just sometimes you got to kind of adjust it by the game itself. So we're just gonna have to see. You know, obviously it doesn't look bad on this this tester here. It was so out of whack. It's still a little screwed up. Like, look at this. Every time I get all these colors right next to each other, like over top of each other, then I have weird the colors are off. So I don't know what to make of that yet, but I want to try it and just see what it looks like. Like right here, it looks good. You know, that looks really good to me. Now let's get into like even this right here. I think that looks really good, and I don't know if because that convergence is off a little bit, if that's going to matter on the game itself. Now, every time I turn the convergent rings, you know, I can get the crosshatch to line up pretty good here, and then it starts getting screwed up at the bottom, and vice versa. Start to get the bottom to line up nice, then the top gets screwed up. So, I don't know. I mean, it's all I can do is, like I said, we'll hook it up, and if it doesn't look good, we'll work on a different monitor. But I was going to record a bunch of this, but once I put that transistor in that was missing and wired up the tester from Arcade Jason, that took a little bit of time because I had to make a harness and stuff like that. So I kind of just didn't want to film that stuff. It's kind of boring and really wasn't doing any good. And then sitting here adjusting those rings for an hour and a half would have been kind of a waste of time as well. So we have a decent white screen. We have some little screwed up going on here and here. Okay. Red looks really good. Green looks good. And blue looks good. So, but see, we got a little bit of off right there. And I don't know what it's going to look like. We're going to use this for Kickman, hopefully. But we're just going to have to see what happens. You know, we got a little bit of a weirdness here. But once again, is that going to matter? I don't know. It's all we can do is try. This is this screen has like a bunch of colors, purples and pinks and, you know, orange and all that. So I thought you could play a game on this one, but maybe not. I really have never messed with this other than today. I've had it for a long time. You can invert the colors. What's that do here? Oh, okay. So those are inverted colors. Standard RGB, disco, slow. See, these colors to me look really good. I'm just worried about the lines not being exactly on top of each other. If when during the game, is it going to look like crap? I mean, I could still adjust the convergence rings when I hook it up to the game, and maybe that's what I'll have to do is maybe fine tune it to the game itself versus to this RGB tester, whatever you want to call this thing. You know, maybe that's what I need to be doing. At least I know the monitor is working. I don't really know what this thing does. Color gradients. Maybe the new tester he made, you could play games on or something. Like I said, I don't know. Let's invert these colors and see what it does. Oh, I already did that. Never mind. And then you can go up and shoot. Wrong button. I could turn red off. And it's just going to give me the blue and green and a little bit of white. I can turn the red back on. We can go down and turn the green off. And we can turn the blue off. Now the blue on this monitor, I got it pretty much all the way down. The blue is definitely really, really powerful. And we can take blue off. Oh shoot, wrong button. We gotta put the blue back on. Once I figure out how to do that. Uh-oh. How did I screw that up? Yeah, like I said, I don't know how to use this thing yet. Oh, here we go. So turn the blue back on. There we go. I'm figuring it out. Okay, well, I just figured I'd kind of show you what it looks like. I don't think it looks bad. Obviously, those lines don't line up, and I don't like that about it, but see, with the lights off, it looks good. I got some artwork in the mail. I wanted to look at that real quick. So let me shut this off. So if you guys are wondering how I have this set up, I have a isolation transformer mounted to a piece of wood right here, and I wired it right into the switch. So I just have to hit that switch right there on the wall, and it turns it off. Let's look at this artwork here. I gotta remember where I got it from. It should say in the paperwork. Let me unplug this thing and get it out of the way here. So, like I said, we'll see what happens with this. Let me turn the camera off for a minute so I can move this monitor out of the way. Okay. Trying to remember what this artwork's for. Oh, you know what? I think this is I don't know, I'm losing my mind. Phoenix. So this comes from Arcade Art Shop. It's from United Kingdoms. I've ordered from him quite a bit. He does really nice work. I believe the marquees are printed on a flatbed printer, and it's printed directly to the plexiglass. So it gives you a really nice, I mean, it looks like it's screen printed. It takes a couple weeks to get them, but to be honest with you, it's not bad at all. So if you look here on the back side, it's got the white on it, and it's literally printed right to the plexi. He uses nice thick, 1/4 inch thick. It's not some crap cheap stuff, and it looks to me awesome. Show it to you here if I can get the paper peeled back. So, I mean, you could just see here. Let's actually light it up. Maybe if I can light it up here. You can sort of see it. So there's that. Want to put that back on there. I don't want to scratch it up. And then I ordered side art from him as well. I forget what material he prints on. Some fancy tissue paper. Oh, he does it the nice way. He rolls it backwards, which is nice, I think. Here's the side art. Nice, vivid colors. It's just a real nice quality work he does. This has like a gloss laminate on it. I don't know if this laminate is sprayed on, or I think it's sprayed on, because you can do it both ways. I know that. Sprayed on method is a more expensive of a method. And this is called Metamark.com UK. Metascape. So I don't know what kind. This is just, must be their type of material they use there. I don't know. But if anybody's looking for some artwork, he has quite a bit on his site. Like I said, I've ordered from him quite a bit, and I've been real happy with it. And it's really a pretty quick turnaround, so I can't really complain. Now, the question is can I get it back in the tube? Yes. Obviously, this is way ahead of schedule right now. Not needing it anytime soon, but I like to try to order my parts when I get a cabinet that I want to restore, because sometimes it takes a while to get the parts. And also, I got today an email from This Old Game, and the artwork for Arabian is done. The control panel and the side art. So that's going to be coming in the mail here soon. He sent me UPS tracking, so I would imagine it's going to go out in the next couple days. So, alright guys, that's going to end this video. Really wasn't nothing major. I spent most of the time just screwing with that monitor. At least we have it working, and we'll see what happens with it. So that's a pretty burn-free monitor. Just has that slight burn, and I don't think it'll be too noticeable, because you actually probably won't see it at all, because the Kickman, like all the other MCR games, have that screen, that tinted piece of plexi that goes over the screen. So that shouldn't be a big deal. Now I have another monitor sitting over here, right there, and I want to work on that. Once again, I know nothing about that. We're going to use that for Stargate if I can get it working. This time I'm going to look it over a little bit better before I go plugging it in. Luckily I didn't screw up this thing. But that's a G07. That actually came out of a Williams game, because there's actually Williams stickers on there. See, I have other monitors up here too. Like I have one over here that has, I have to check the yoke and see what it is, because I don't know what monitor this was. Actually, maybe I do. I wonder if that's a 4900. Actually, that kind of looks like a 4900. And if that's the case, if this is a 4900, it does have some screen burn in it. Not horrible, but I have a couple 4900 chassis right here. Actually, 3 of them, 1, 2, and 3. So we could probably use one of these chassis on that. And then this here is a, I don't even know what this one is. This is something weird, I think. I'm not sure what that is right now. I just got stuff everywhere. And of course, that's not going to go back up there. Yeah, I'm not sure what that one is, but I got more down here. There's 3 more on this side over here. I think there's even some on the other side. Maybe not. Yeah, there's 2 more on this side. This one had an awesome picture. It came out of Kangaroo. It's one of those screwy monitors, and the flyback is arcing, and I don't think I can get a flyback for it, which sucks. But I can use the tube. Even if I can't use that yoke, I can do a yoke swap. So that's why I didn't get rid of that. I forget what monitor that is. Maybe a Mitsubishi? I don't remember. But I think I looked it up, and I don't think I could find a flyback for it. And I have probably another half dozen or so, or more maybe, 19-inch CRTs in the back building. So, all right, I'm going to clean up, get ready for bed. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Once again, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. It doesn't cost anything to do that. Just lets you know when I post new videos. This one's kind of a crappy video today, but at least you can see that I do have a monitor now for Kickman. And fingers crossed it's going to look decent. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.